Yeah, now, give it up. I'm gonna bring out, Now, let me introduce you to, we even got age equity around here. Now, this young man is Jeff Bowser. Jefferson Family and Children's Services, he's been dynamite walking the halls of the state capitol, advocating, pushing the bills, day in and day out. One night, this man read 47 different bills to look for opportunities. You got to give it up for a guy like that. I'm going to turn it over to Jeff. He's the kind of guy I like to have on my side any day at any fight. Once again, Jeff Bowser.
How y'all doing? We're gonna get another round of applause for Lewis King and Will Steger. We're Minnesotans. It's not cold out here.
My hands are cold.
I don't even need a sport coat. It's not cold out here. All right. So as you know, on February 17, 2009, President Obama signed into law the American Recovery and Reinvestment Act. $787 billion to jumpstart our economy and to rebuild our crumbling infrastructure. Of that $787 billion, Minnesota's going to get $4 billion over the next 16 months. But let me tell you, that $4 billion can do one of two things. That $4 billion can either perpetuate the inequalities of the past, or that $4 billion can build a Minnesota that works for everybody. If we're going to build that Minnesota, we can't just put people back to work who are out of work. We need to create new job opportunities, new training opportunities in low-income communities, in communities of color, in communities all across this state that have been left out time and time and time again. If we're going to build that Minnesota, we can't just create any old jobs. We need to create green jobs that pay livable wages, that provide pathways out of poverty, and that get us to our goal. And that get us to our goal to reduce greenhouse gas emissions by 80% by the year 2050. If we're going to build that Minnesota, we cannot be satisfied with good faith efforts and good intentions on the part of our state agencies and our state government. We need concrete goals and we need real public accountability so that if dollars and opportunities bypass our communities again, we will know it and we will show up right back here again and get some answers. And finally, if we're going to build a Minnesota that works for everyone, we cannot let this moment of opportunity pass us by. While we're standing here today, as we stand here today, there's a bill on the floor of the Senate that has the potential to get a lot of jobs into our communities. Because of one of our great champions in the Senate, Senator Ellen Anderson, and the efforts of this group. Yeah, let's get a cheer for Ellen Anderson. Let me tell you, we love that senator. She is fantastic. Because of her and because of this coalition, that bill now includes training dollars for people who could not otherwise afford it. It includes outreach into our communities, and it includes real opportunities, real accountability. On the other hand, there's a bill going through the House right now, and despite our efforts, despite the efforts of people like Representative Champion, Representative Clark, we should get a cheer for them, Representative Champion Clark.
So much better than Jesus.
They've been fighting this battle too. That bill still does not include what we want. And so you're going to be getting an action alert sometime in the next day. We need you to sign up on those postcards that are going around the crowd, because we're going to need to apply a little constructive pressure to make sure we get what we want. I love you guys. You look beautiful from up here, by the way. You look powerful from up here, by the way. So I need one more thing from you before I let you go today. All right? Speeches and rallies are great. I feel pretty happy up here right now. But what we need right now is your concrete commitment that you're willing to work for green jobs. We got it? You gonna work for green jobs? You gonna work and build a Minnesota that works for everybody? All right, I got one more thing to do before I go. And it's an honor for me. I get to introduce to you a guy who knows a little something about hard work. Because he's been working for the rights of indigenous people, not only in this state and this country, for decades. Not only a Minnesota hero, he's a national hero, and he's a personal hero of mine, Mr. Bill Means. Thank you.
Your business as usual. And at this time, I'd like to have Clyde to say a few words real fast to finish up our presentation. Thank you very much. Mr. Clyde Belcourt.
Uncle Joe, I think I know where we're done in Disney cars. Seashon, go day and Anishinaabe Bay, or Gitchida. I am the thunder before the storm. That is my real name. My colonial name is Clyde Belcourt, but I don't use that anymore. I want to thank every one of you for coming out here today. We count you as the Ogitchida Kwe, the real warriors, the warrior men and women that will brave these kinds of conditions to come out here and be with us today and support this very important issue. I was growing up as a little boy in northern Minnesota, land of over 400 feet lakes, where the Mississippi River flows. Where you could go to the mountain and cup your hand and drink the water.
Trying to keep my
Where you
hands
could go out
warm.
and go to the middle of the lake and see the bottom. Where you could throw your daredevil out in the rod and reel it in, you can see 5 or 6 northerns following it. That's how pure and that's how clean it was at one time. If we work hard enough, we continue to work for our children, and our grandchildren and the other generations to come, it'll be that way again. The Creator, Mishomer's Gitchimani too, the grandfather, the Great Spirit, has promised us that. And he said there would come a day when we would stand together, all 4 races of humankind. That's what's on the flag here. The same flag, it represents all the 4 races of humankind. And that's what I see happening here
I haven't
today.
seen that guy in a while. He's great, man.
You know, there's a major federal case going in courts right now through the federal courts. A lady in Nevada,
So you'll have
several years ago, she inquired to the United States government. She inquired to the Interior Department, wanted to know where their money was. Every barrel of oil, every uranium, every piece of gold, every timber that they take off the reservation, there's a piece of that money is set aside in a trust account. Guess what?
At least.
They can't find it. $138 billion worth. $138 billion missing. We're watching and we're looking for our bailout today. That's why we are here to join in this effort to make sure that our people are included in the stimulus package and all other packages that come down the line. That was guaranteed by treaty. And I want to thank every one of you today supporting that effort. Be good. Have a good day. Beautiful day.
Al McFarland.
Yeah.
I'm a Dr. Whitby. Hello, my relatives. I'm Petu Kile. That means today is a good day. Glad to see each and every one of you.